Welcome back, everybody. We're doing FS19. Cardinal Farms, BK Nation, good friend. She asked me if I'd be interested in looking at, and I've always interested in looking at her maps and anybody else's map that asks me for sure. I love looking at maps. I still enjoy doing map reviews and stuff like that. I have backed off of Farming Simulator a whole lot, and it's just because the gameplay portion of it. And plus, we had Go Hunter coming out, the demo, playing 7 Days to Die with some friends, playing SnowRunner friends. SnowRunner is, to me, is just one that does not fit for my channel, and it's really weird. The videos just don't seem to come out right. The time you do like 5 or 6 hours of gameplay, and you're playing that, and you're playing 7 Days to Die, or something like that, and you're playing with a lot of people and a lot of games, it doesn't allow much time for video editing. I'm still going to be doing stuff like that, but if I get requests to do a map or give my thoughts on a map or something like that, and I may just switch back to it and remove some other game and get back in this a lot harder again. But yeah, if you got a map or something like that you want me to look at, I'd be happy to tell you what I think about it. She was wishing that I give my thoughts on it, and for a friend especially, sure. And I told her what I thought about it. The map is not going to show up unless it ends up on a modding website or in a Facebook group. If you want this map, you are to contact her personally and get the map. So therefore, you will need to know her or something to that effect. I am going to load up a picture. You can see this little square right here is over here. This one remained the same. This one's been divided up. This one's been divided up. This one's been cut in three. These are the same. This one's been added to a whole lot. This one over here has a few things over here, as well as this one has a few and a farm. So it has had some major changes. This over here is nothing but fields. And I asked her if this was able to be merged, your fields and stuff. And she said yes. So with that, this could be all one field. I ain't gonna do it. There's a lot of people that loves big tractors, big farming, want to go as big as fields they can possibly get and all that, or combine or make their own fields, and all that's just fantastic. It's their gameplay. So with me, smaller the better. I'd rather take 3 days to do one field than take 3 minutes. I'm not pushing money, I'm pushing the experience. It's just my gameplay. So you are looking at one sales point for all your crops and stuff. This is not unusual. BK does this a lot, regardless of the size of the map. The thing about it is, most stuff on this is pretty much centralized. So if you look at the sale points and stuff like that, this sale point one is up here, but all farms is right here beside your farm, your place where you store all your stuff. So everywhere you grow your crops, you're going to be pretty close to them. So nothing's really going to be out of the way. As far as your other stuff, you got a little place for your chips and barn items and all that kind of stuff. There's not a lot other than the farms, but the farms is a concentration. There is some sheep. The cows was replaced with sheep's. She prefers that. I actually do too. I like sheep, but I like chickens. There is jobs. Now, from the pictures that she has sent, if you know anything about BK, uh, the pictures that she's been posting on her Facebook page and stuff like that, on her own profile, on her story and stuff, has been absolutely beautiful. Her background for her profile and everything is absolutely beautiful. She has a very photogenic eye, and she can take something like this, snap a picture, and she knows exactly what she's doing in it. And the reason why she can do that is because you can tell by looking at this. This looks natural. This looks right. You're not going to have to worry about trees and stuff like that. It's a lot of open farming stuff like it always is. But all the trees up here is not one tree type, so I can't harp on that. It's a nice blend of trees. I like that. She did use the mountain background. As far as the rest of the actual area for your house and buildings and everything, here's the rest. You see how beautiful this sets in here. And you know I'm into old equipment, old buildings, old silos, old this, old that. And I know 80% of my viewers is not. Like I said, that's fine. So for y'all, you got some big monster bays. You got beautiful new buildings. My favorite building on this property is this one right here, and you know why? It's got that little touch of old put in with the new, kind of like this is where we came from. This is our past. It's a beautiful building with the old silos, and then you got all your new stuff, and of course your new big silos and all that. And she did say, just like with all her previous maps, to be sure if you want a lot of stuff because it can't be purchased to play in single player mode, but used to if you load it up in single player mode and save it and then switch to multiplayer mode, you could then play it multiplayer and have everything you needed. But like I said, if you're interested in this map, once you see it, if you like it, then message her. It is a lot of squared up fields. It's not unique shaped fields, but she's pretty much known for that. I've got no problem with that. I like fields that's really small and like they are here in Kentucky. If you look at a map, the actual Google Earth map, it's mind blowing. Where I'm at in association with the Mississippi River, of course, my hand's going to be backwards on this. But to my right, where Kentucky sits, Missouri and all that. Missouri across the river, across the levee and everything is large field, just like this, just squared up, open, large, goes on forever. And then when you get up on the other side of the levee, it literally is fields that's been cut by the river. They wind, they twist, they go everywhere that river has been and goes with the levee. Then when you come over, it's like the weirdest shaped fields. We rarely have a single field just like this. Farmers are fighting for every little inch they can get. They farm areas no bigger than my house to include in with their farms and stuff. They will literally come over in behind people's houses next to a 4 lane, and it's literally one combine width just to try to get that little extra bit, or they'll go up underneath the trees, and it is a lot that they try to do to try to get every inch of farmland they can, but it leaves a lot of natural flow, and that's the kind of stuff that I like. But in saying that, I've got no problem with doing something like this right here. I like it. And from what I've seen, I kind of like the views that it's been given as well thus far. I mean, she even pointed out that it gives a lot of beautiful views and stuff. And literally, from on top of these hills, you can see clear on top of across the map. If you're one of the things I did notice that if you're using small equipment like me, it's better to go this direction because your hills is mainly rolling the steepest the other direction going this way, kind of like this, although over here it's not as bad. But having a little drop off in your farm is not uncommon. But this right here for old equipment can be just fine. It might take a little while. It's a big field, but it's not so bad that, you know, I wouldn't mind tackling it myself. Let me get down a little bit closer. But like I said, all these fields, literally all of them is supposed to be joinable. So if you want to take this and turn it into some great big giant monster, you can. She has grassy areas. And one of the things I did notice over here on the other side of the map, let me get up just a second. My speed boost. There it is. A little bit laggy there for a second. Now, see, I can't bring a small tractor down this. It would never make it back up that hill. That's how steep the hills are. So if you like mountainy areas, I mean, she's got mountains in the background. This is steep rolling hills. Then I would advise you go the opposite direction with the hills, and then I could get away with using smaller equipment. But a field this size, you really don't want to use anything small. The thing I like the most, and I didn't pay much attention to it in the first one, but the thing I like the most is, same as always, the trees and stuff. And does it look right? Does it feel right? And this background, she's done away with the 2D background. And if you're down here at tractor level, this is going to be your view. And I love that. It looks natural. It feels good. It looks good. And if I'm sitting on a tractor, and I want to play a simulator game to simulate real life, I want to see that. It's just that simple. And she did it. She did it well. It looks very nice. It looks very clean, and I love that. We do have one type of tree over here, but for people that's going to be doing this, they're going to want stuff that they can do for forestry. There is tree farms. This stuff right here exists, so I'm fine with it. It's not a big area, but it ain't like you can't add more trees. And then you got a place literally inches away to use. And like right here, here's more of these steep hills rolling the other direction. So, I mean, this hill just like, it's kind of like she just elevated the whole middle of the area and then rolled it out and smoothed out and made it level. If you got big equipment, I don't think you'll ever see much of any kind of issue at all. If you like hills and stuff, you're going to love it. Just if you don't have enough power, consider attacking the hills this direction and flow with them so your tractor won't give you a hard time. If you got great big buds and everything else in the world and overpowered equipment, you won't have to worry about it. You can just cruise on and enjoy the view. But the thing carries all the way around the map. You just pick the fields you want. Like I said, contracts is available. Can't speak. I literally just woke up. But you can see, I mean, the farm area, your housing area of the farm. I always call the farm location the farm, even though you are farming farms. Isn't that weird? But yeah, I think if you want to do some large farming and you want a decent looking view, and with it rolled up like this, you're really not paying attention to, you know, just a flat map with square fields. It actually kind of gives it a little bit more life to it. Of course, we're back around to your sell points. So, yeah, I mean, I get it. This is by BK Nation. I will put I'm gonna hold off putting her actual social media. If you want her this map, just comment in the YouTube comments and then I'll send you her link. But if you know her and you know her work, it's BK Nation. It can be found on Facebook that way. So you can either ask and I'll give you her contact if you have interest in downloading the map, or just search her up on Facebook. But I mean, if you follow Facebook or as far as groups and stuff and BK Nation and y'all, you have seen her posts, you have seen her maps, and you know how to get in contact with her already. So with that, that is our look at her map. Great job, BK. Keep it up. This, like I said, this was brought forward from FS19, and she just wanted to put her touches on it and bring it up to today's standards, really, for FS19 gameplay. So, thank you so much, BK, for letting me be a part of that experience. And take care and have fun, everybody.